Well, folks, the good news is the racing action is about to get underway. We have 4 teams on the line for our consolation final. They are racing for the bragging rights and their equal share of their prize money. It is Son of a Pitch, Team Baylands, Full Send, and Team Ronin. Son of a Pitch will be in the blue, Baylands in the red, Full Send in the green, and Ronin is once again in the yellow.
All 4 of these teams, Charlie, guaranteed $1,500. So they're going home with some money. I think we're going to see a little bit more aggressive flying out of this heat. These guys have nothing to lose.
I predict much more than $1,500 worth of damage to their race drones because they a lot on the line here.
They're going to go home
Lap
with the red.
times are forever in comparison to your fellow racers. So.
I would throw a GoPro on if I was racing right now. Just get that HD footage. The
They're all
footage
hoping.
that you guys are seeing on the monitors flying through the track, that's actually recorded with a GoPro that's mounted on top of the quadcopter.
In HD.
In HD 1080p. The FPV feed,
as you saw,
is pretty.
Much snowier. It's amplified though, because unfortunately the station that we have to feed up to the monitor is not the same one as we use for the pilots. But we are off and rolling now. Son of a Pitch was our early leader, but a bobble is going to drop him down and puts the green lights of Full Send as our race leader. Battle behind him there between the red and yellow. Almost looked like a midair, but maybe just a real hard yaw maneuver. Baylands and Team Ronin second and third. 4th spot was our early leader, Son of a Pitch, but dropping down now as they look to have lost the plot and trying to hurry back to the pits, and looks like a huge bobble there. So our leader, Team Full Send in the green. They're working together through the corkscrew section, low lane, high lane.
Got some nice chase action here.
Baylands,
this is what we want to see.
Pushing hard, trying to close that gap right now, and stretches it out just a little bit from Team Ronin. Not even into this one. Our 2018 Aerial Sports League Xfinity California Drone Speed Challenge consolation round. 1 minute into the books. It's Full Send, Baylands, Ronin, and Son of a Pitch.
I was down there in the pits talking to Ferry of Team Baylands. He was pretty upset. He was the one that crashed on the last lap for Team Baylands. They missed the top 4 by 1 lap. That 2-lap penalty is what dropped them into the B main.
They'll be protesting that ruling for next year's California Drone Speed Challenge, I'm sure. Your race leader is green light, folks. Going to be in the upper section of that second tower in the switchbacks in the lower section of the far end of the arena. And now to the back patio as he works to that top deck side. Coming downhill switchbacks through the double lollipops and across our front town section. Working through start finish. Gets it a little wrong there. Had to go back for the gate, and that's going to give Team Baylands the lead. Baylands had it for just a moment, tried to come into the pits. Looks like they got it all kinds of wrong. Went for the wild ride, and not sure if they're able to recover that correctly or not. So that is going to give the lead back to, looks like Team Full Send now, but some contact between Son of a Pitch and Full Send.
Down again. Son of a Pitch has 1-2 quadcopters on the track, and only 2 pilots have flown, so they're 2 for 2 so far.
That's not good. It's not the way to go fast. Full Send across the line, 27.9 that time by. That is the green lights. Baylands' second spot in the red lights. Had the lead for just a moment and now finds himself in danger of going down a lap to our leaders as Full Send comes up behind the back of the red lights.
There we go. We get the FPV feed up on the jumbo screen.
Look at that top left. That is Baylands. The red lights there working through the oval section corkscrew. See, is at the bottom. He comes around through the arch. He's got to climb back up to the top. Straight shoot there. Hard left. And gets to a very dicey section on the backside. Team Full Send with 6 laps. Baylands with 5. Ronin with 3. And it looks like Son of a Pitch has not registered a lap. They will be, let's see at the bar maybe. Nope, they got a lap now.
That's one. Team Full Send sitting at 6 laps. And Team Baylands going down hard into the bleachers there.
I didn't see what happened there. I just saw it come streaking across the arena. And
we see we got the turtle mode action on the jumbo screen right now. He's trying to flip that quadcopter over and take back off.
If you don't know what turtle mode is, they can spin certain motors backwards to make it flip over. Sometimes not. After you crash into the metal structure, he got it.
Looks like he's got a battery dangling.
He's got a dangling battery, that's all.
He can fly with it. He says be very careful not to whip the quadcopter around too hard and disconnect that battery.
So the red copter working through the backside section has the battery dangling out of there, only being attached by the strength of the battery plug. And if he goes too fast, it'll unplug. But you see it swinging around like that.
He's going deep sea fishing right now.
Makes it handle pretty bad, but he's got to use the momentum to his favor. Trying to bring it into the pits now.
There we go.
Nice save there. Team Baylands showing some mad pilot skills. So they actually were maintaining lead while that was all going on, oddly enough. So full send with some bad luck there in the green lights, not able to get back out there.
Looking for Team Ronin to push it here and make a move. They're sitting in 3rd place right now, 7th overall out of the 8.
Yep. This is vying for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th positions overall in our finishing order. Baylands in the red, showing us our leader right now. Should be the green lights of Team Full Send. They had a couple lap lead over 3rd and 4th spot, but as I say that, son of a pitch in the blue goes for a wild ride check swing area. That's the single pylon on the left-hand side. They're in the cheap seats, wondering where their copter is. So they send out the second drone, and they hope that they don't need any more. They're running out of copters. I think they got 4 down copters on the field right now. Oh! So, backside section, that was the yellow lights of Ronin and the green lights of Full Send getting side by side going into the lollipop and deciding that taking the same line at the same time was a bad choice.
Oh, and some midair down there. Team Son of a Pitch goes down.
It looked like he just got the railing. I couldn't tell. It's hard to say.
Yeah, that was close though, but I saw Team Baylands pop up after that collision there.
Rough driving. Lots of contact going on.
And Baylands, the only one on the track right now.
And you see the blue lights flounder around there in the front row area just after the second lollipop on our right-hand side. What he's trying to do is get it upright and be able to take off and get back to the pits, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Better off swapping pilots, putting that in the ghost channel. It is very difficult to get out of those seats.
He's going for it. He got it. Oh, so close.
He's trying to sneak down to courtside.
Yeah, he's going for autographs. He almost had it.
But and his LEDs change colors as well. That's interesting.
That's how he knows when he's in escape mode. They put it in Find Me Bright Lights. That's not true. Team Baylands in the red lights. Your current consolation round leader looking for all the bragging rights. They won't be allowed back at the Baylands field if they don't win this.
Full send.
Ouch.
Son of a Pitch down again. How many quads do we have for Son of a Pitch now on the track? I see 1, 3, 4 in the corner over there.
Wow. How many did they bring? I think they only
find out pretty soon here, I think.
They had their 3rd pilot was not able to make the trip, so they've been flying 2 pilots down all competition long. That doesn't just add load on the pilots, it adds a very big strain on the copter supply. We saw the yellow lights of Ronin go down on our left-hand side after the check swing. He's stuck in the cheap seats as well. 3 remain in the air. The red lights of Team Baylands, your leader, Full Send in the green lights, about 3 laps down. And Team Ronin, another 3 laps down from them in the yellow lights, but off the course at this time with Son of a Pitch trying to make something happen.
Yeah, if I recall last night talking to Son of a Pitch, they are down to 2 quadcopters for Corimander, and I'm going to guess that's Scotty Dew in the air right now. They might be sharing quadcopters after this battery dies here, and Corimander back on the track.
Ronin just came out of the pits, and as he came out of the pit gate, copter's lights went out midair, motor stopped, and it made funny noises as it skipped across the floor. So devastator there for Team Ronin. 7 minutes and 40 seconds down, 12 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Baylands as Team Full Send, Team Ronin, and Son of a Pitch our running order. It's red, green, yellow, and blue in that order. Red light, your leader, coming through some lap traffic. Watching for the action here in the split S.
Nice pass there.
Looking a little dicey. Oh. And the blue lights of Son of a Pitch getting into that lollipop section as our leaders were coming up on the back door. And maybe that's Son of a Pitch's strategy. They're going to scatter the field with blue lights and take everybody out. He's trying to get uprighted over there, but not having much luck.
He's working his way under the bleachers at this point. That might be their last drone, though. They might have to figure out a way to get one of these drones upright and out of the seats.
I think that's not doable. That one's in the net pretty hard. So your leader in the red lights, that is Team Baylands, 14 laps. We got 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Down Team Full Send in the green lights. Going to be working left to right in front of us just at the check swing. Coming down now to the start-finish area. And Team Ronin in the yellow lights coming directly at us on the right-hand side. Going to be working right to left up to the check swing area. Coming through that lollipop just before start-finish area. 23.5 that time by for Team Baylands. That's a new hot lap for them. Working nose to tail right there. Baylands looking for the clean air. Finds it.
Lapping teams left and right. I think they're trying to make a statement here after that, missing the A main by 1 lap.
Yeah, that's a bummer. But that's what happens when you're fighting for 4th instead of 1st, right? Oh, that's mean.
So these lollipop gates, they're about 6 feet wide. And a circle is not a typical object we fly through on a racetrack. More standard is the square gates you see down on the track or the arch gates. So it's taken a lot of time for these pilots to get used to flying through a circle object. You would think it'd be easier.
We have you get a lot of visual cues off of things, and we're so used to not having to worry about that bottom edge because it's the ground, and we.
Right,
so
that's a target a lot of pilots use is that bottom corner of the gate, whichever direction they're turning, the left or right corner.
Some contact on the backside there.
Interesting pit. Oh, that is sketchy. Ferry running into the pit entrance hole.
He doesn't care now. He's going for it. He's got nothing to lose. He should have done more of that earlier.
It looks like Son of a Pitch is out of drones. I have not seen them in the air.
There's one there that's flopping around like a fish. And he's getting it up right now. It's kind of bouncing a little bit. And he's got no lights, so I'm not sure if Frank's going to let him keep going or fix his lights. I think he's going to let him keep going. That might be the yellow lights of Team Ronan.
Maybe we can get some pit footage, see what's going on down there. As Baylands and Full Send, the only 2 teams on the track. That's our 1 and 2.
Ronan making a swap.
Oh, just as I say that.
Baylands ringing the bell in the lollipop just before the start-finish section. That's the worst place to crash because you were almost done with your lap. You had 1 more corner to go, and you can't really get out of the seats, even if you get yourself flipped over.
That's basically a 3-lap penalty right there.
Yep. A little less of that might have been in the 8th main. Who knows? 11 minutes down, 9 minutes left to go. Baylands, a Full Send, Team Ronan, and Son of a Pitch trying to find more copters if they can. I don't think they have. They haven't done a lap in a minute.
So Team Ronan, the only one on the track, and as just as I say that, Team Baylands exits pit row. They're back on the track. Your leader.
Full Send.
Oh, Full Send with the
barely
1 green LED.
It looks like a lightning bug from the middle of America. That's not bright enough.
I think those are those wire LEDs that are powered by the motor signal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So the faster he goes, the brighter it gets. So
that's why it's not very bright. Not going very fast. Got to go faster. Make the lights brighter. 11 minutes and 40 seconds down, 8:20 on our master clock. Team Baylands in the red lights continues to lead the way. They're working through the far side of the track. Going to be going right to left up the hill through the lollipop and into the back patio area. Back down our downhill chicane. Through another set of lollipops through our Xfinity ASL flags. Across the stadium in the blink of an eye through the check swing. Down across start finish. Going to bring it across the line that time by 28.1. Not too shabby, but not that fast. Pace this time, he's still a 20-minute clock, so it gives you a good idea where they stand compared to their qualifier. The pace right now, 35 laps, so about the same as where they were. Trying to go home with some working quadcopters, I suppose. Save yourself some search and rescue.
Team Full Send, only team that can really threaten Baylands right now unless they have a catastrophic failure. And
that was Ronan on our right-hand side. Trying to autograph a couple of those chairs.
It's like Full Send coming into pit stop. Hopefully we get a brighter quadcopter up in the air for them next.
Bayland's starting to pick up the pace now. 30.1 last time by. Not a fast lap, just a lap. So we see the pit stop going on there for the green lights of Full Send. Not in a rush, playing it safe. They are off and away now through that pit exit gate. Down and around through the bottom of the oval section. You see him climb up just a little bit as our leader comes across town over the split S area into the blockhead gate. Going to climb up the hill through the lollipops on the backside, and this is coming back downhill chicane into a lollipop. Very, very tricky. Hard right-hander, high-speed section across the court. You bank a hard right at that, what I call the check swing.
That's my favorite part of the track right there.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Drop in elevation, that hard turn, just feels right.
Racing down hills is an uncommon thing, and this is a lot like, going up and down a hill type, except maybe much, much worse because the hills are softer than these chairs and railings are. So your leaders right now, the red lights of Team Baylands, and we pick them up on that Jumbotron, working through the topside section. Already coming back at us now. looking smooth and easy. Last time I was a 28.5, working through the top. Now the check swing, back down and around. See if they pick it up a little bit. It sounded faster, but it was slower. 30.4 the lap time only for Baylands.
Full Send making a little move here. 23.292 fast lap of the heat.
They're down about 4 laps right now, but if they circulate 7 seconds a lap faster, they got plenty of time to make that gap up. That's like a free 1 lap for every 4 of the others.
And there we go. We're seeing the pit view right now. It looks like Team Son of a Pitch vacated their pilot seat. So they're folding it up for the day. And looks like Zed right there in the white jersey for Team Ronin. And Sticks out there, Sean Allison from Oakland, California. He
was doing copter duties, pulling the plugs. They have a non-flying pilot or non-queued pilot. He grabs and unplugs, and the pitman plugs in the next copter.
And that is Oz 10, Boom FPV.
I remember in the live stream, I thought his name was Aussie O, but it's Oz 10.
I thought he was Australian this whole time.
There's an Australian on the Canadian
He's actually
team.
from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yep. From Texas.
He should be on Heart of America, not the Arizona guys.
Arizona and Texas are very similar in geographic styles and locations. Don't they touch each other?
No.
I failed geography.
There's a state called New Mexico that's in between.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go on this one. The red lights of Baylands leading the way, coming back at us now, working right to left across the arena. Team Full Send and the green lights in the 2 spot, but they're in the pits right now, making some magic happen. Team Ronin going to get that 3rd spot. They're not going to finish last because Son of a Pitch is going to finish last. Our 8th place team pulling the plug early on in this one, not able to carry on.
There we go. There's Jay Fern, Suzuki scrambling in the pits. A lot of commotion going on. It looks like Jay Fern is powering up the next quadcopter. And I think Oz 10's the next pot to go. That must have been Jay Fern flying last there.
Needs some help.
He's got some extra helping hands there. That's handy.
Is that allowed? I don't think that's allowed.
Teams are allowed up to 1 pit member. And it looks like the 5th one is just kind of spectating. So we're going to let that go.
Cheerleading's allowed. Team Ronin off and away.
Oh, Baylands, nice save there. Oh, and they are down. Team Baylands. So still have a race
here.
He's back
up. He's back up. Baylands, well, we do have the tail of the tape, too. Penalties may come into play here and level this field.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a judge here today.
Frank's got the worst job ever. They said Frank's going to do all that stuff. I said, sweet.
All right, well, we're looking for these guys to start picking up the pace here. Probably their last couple laps on the track.
Baylands coming into the pits with 3 minutes left to go. Probably going to have a couple more pit stops left in them. Full Send in the green lights back underway now, working their way to the backside of the course right behind Team Ronin. And Ronin really picking up the pace. You see him shining the lights on the seats. Side-by-side action they go. Ronin and Team Full Send laps apart on the leaderboard, but inches apart on the track. And
I like
Ronin
that transition there.
dropping in right behind Team Baylands. Baylands our race leader. Team Full Send in the 2 spot. Going to try to take the track position. They're going to have to pass him and keep going.
The throttle there, Charlie.
4 laps now, the separation for Baylands and Full Send. Full Send making up 1.
Boost and Oz 10 on the track. Boost for Team Baylands out of Sacramento, and Oz 10 on the track for Full Send.
Full Send on the move. Green lights trying to make up the gap. Baylands has the lead, but Full Send wants it back. They're halfway through this lap makeup already, looks like. They got a couple corners on them, looking to make some more. And more pit stops and whatnot still ahead of us. Oh, bobble there by both of our leaders. It looked like for just a moment Full Send got it wrong, but that was just a visual miscue. But Team Baylands did get it wrong. They caught the top of the 2nd tower. Went for a bit of a wild ride there. They got it back underway now.
Lost on the track there.
Looks like lost the plot just a bit.
He's got to come through that bottom
which way
cube.
to go. There he goes. Making sure they get a legit call from their line judge. Says, which way do I go, George?
So we just saw that Team Full Send making up a lap right there.
Without a battery change and with one big bobble from Team Baylands, and still not really got it under control. So coming down to the wire, 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. 3 laps the separation now, as Full Send has made up nearly a full lap.
Oh,
Team Ronan
hot out of the pits.
Not abiding by the pit exit speed limit. They want a hot lap right now. Team Ronan flying with the fury. Tight lines coming into play. Maybe tried some setup changes.
That was a hot pit exit.
Oh, Baylands going for the wild ride on the left-hand side, but able to keep it into the sky.
Oh, big collision there on the lollipop last turn.
The battery is over by the blockhead. The copter is all the way back up in the chairs.
The good thing about this arena is the batteries typically land on a cushion.
I don't know about that. You landed a cushion. That battery went a good 50 feet across the arena and then landed on the concrete floor. I didn't know there was any cushion on the concrete, but I could be wrong. 15 seconds left to go on our master clock. Team Baylands looking to rack up some hot laps.
And we're going to have to wait for the judges' appeal, but at the moment, Team Baylands is going to take 5th place overall.
Looks like that is going to do it. 5th place team. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the red lights of Team Baylands. The green lights a full send, looking to bring it home in 6th place overall. Team Ronan going to be 7th overall. And son of a pitch with 2 pilots, 1 man down, able to salvage an 8th place finish.